Babe Boomer is getting ready to go. She's already showing signs of why many are calling her one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And starting in this one, Babe Boomer. Safe to say she's pretty stingy, Chris.
Indeed, her walks and hits per inning pitched is ridiculously good. I mean, when you look at the rest of the league, she rarely works out of the stretch, always in her windup. Probably feeling pretty comfortable out there, getting the baseball, going right after hitters, limiting that hard contact and having good defensive work behind her.
Okay, all set to go. J.P. Crawford digs in for the Guardians. He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That's a ball.
Popped up. Suarez settles under it. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9,
Kyle Manzardo will hit next.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Popped up left side. And that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Man at first, nobody out. Next is the designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
And all anyone can think about right now is her chase for that hitting streak record.
Foul ball there. Boomer went off for 2 homers in her last game. Terang gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Christian.
Second inning set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauder. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And there's 1 down.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Tied him up inside with that one. Second inning here, no score. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there are 2 outs.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Now it's going to be Gabriel Arias. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday.
Ball, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on.
Aye.
Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One and 2 here.
Ball
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Martinez.
On the ground right side, Peraza. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Brian Rocchio.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Chopped out towards short. Tosses to first. What a play.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Seeing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Naylor will handle the catching duties in this one. 27 years old, and he was born in Canada. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz handles, throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Man at first, 1 away.
For the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The 0-2. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A monster shot to right for latest homer in an incredible season. And it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 2-0. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems she finds a way to make us say, wow. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what she did.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
The Guardians trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. And there's a foul ball.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo.
Inside ball.
The 1-0. And a big swing and a miss. Ramirez over at first with 1 away. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next for Cleveland.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throw to second. He's out. But a run does come in to score.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder, Travis.
So in now for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Missing inside, and that's ball 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Guardians 1. You're watching Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. 2 outs with a runner at third.
The Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
And a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if she got enough of it off the bat. I mean, she put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say she really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for her to circle the pillows.
Boomer back to work with the lead.
Yeah, and this is where you want to work quick and efficient. Pound the zone, force contact, no freebies, no drama.
Foul ball.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Good pitch right there. I mean, she's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the players that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's it.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. She's had them eaten out of the palm of her hand pretty much all game.
Ball.
That's outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. She's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one finds the zone. Now 3-2. The Brewers leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, number 4.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Grounded out his first time.
Hey.
Martinez leads off first with 1 away. Got him swinging. She picks up her 5th strikeout.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
And Naylor swings through that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Struck him out looking. Guardians leave 1. They're down 5-1. Back here at American Family Field. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, J.P. Crawford. Boomer back to work. Oh, she doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Pitcher challenges. She thought it was a strike. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. The Guardians down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a 1-2.
That's ball 2.
On the ground to third. And Ramirez is set down.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Mansarda digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking for the K. That's her 8th strikeout of the game. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. And now the DH, Babe Boomer. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great...
Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
DeLauder.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. DeLauder wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bounce to the right side. Peraza steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Cleveland, the left fielder.
And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Here's a high chopper. Terang sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
2 down, bases empty. Gabriel Arias getting ready to hit.
Hey.
And that drops in for a strike. Struck him out swinging. That's her 9th strikeout so far. It's the Brewers 5 and the Guardians 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Boomer was really productive at the plate in this one. Put in some good innings on the mound as well.
Boog, she was okay on the hill, but I'm really impressed by how she was hitting. She was driving their offense in this one. Excellent game offensively.